I am having a great hair day. Hi friends, Jill here and welcome back to the Market Vibe. So happy to have you here. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications on our future videos. We are continuing on in our Instagram series and covering all things Instagram just to help you get started or perform some audits if you have already started an Instagram. And today we're talking all about carousels. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, carousels are actually the photo dumps or the photo decks that you can put on Instagram that have multiple slides. You can have up to 10 slides where you can swipe through, and carousels are honestly really powerful, especially when they're used correctly. According to Instagram, they're the best way to get engagement on your page, because if you think about it, if somebody is reading or swiping through, they're staying on your post and your page longer. So that's why they're the best engagement, because it's really making somebody stay for the whole thing. We've noticed that the best way to really get the best optimization for carousels is to use 3 or 10 slides. We've noticed that the 3 to 10 slide carousels give you the most algorithm favor from Instagram themselves. The reason why carousels are so powerful is because it gives you the ability to tell a story. It also really gives you the ability to really lead someone down a path. You can really draw them in with a lot of intrigue, and there's a lot of ways to really, capture someone's attention with a proper carousel. What's also great about carousels is you can actually see them a couple times in the feed. For example, if somebody sees your carousel for the first time in the feed, they'll see the first page. Well, if they leave and come back and you haven't liked it, it'll show it again, but it'll show the second or third slide, trying to entice you to see more. So there's more chances of your posts being seen in the feed if they're carousels. And this can happen up to 3 times. It'll show you the first, second, or third slide. It won't show any after that, which is why 3 are so powerful, because if you have a 3-page slide, it's going to be seen, up to 3 times until that person likes it or engages with it. If you're doing a 10 carousel slide, it's just really important that those first 3 be extremely enticing, very sexy for somebody to want to click on it and read more all the way till the 10th slide. Now that you kind of understand what carousels are and how you should be using them, I'm going to go into the anatomy of a great carousel. And this is exactly what we do when we're creating carousel content for our Instagram. So starting with the first 2 slides, that is the attention. This has got to be the hook, something that's extremely enticing and something that's going to want to make people click and slide to see more. It also could be something very controversial, something that's very enticing. Whatever you have on there, this hook has to make people stop in their tracks, stop their scrolling in the feed and be like, wait, what? So put something that's maybe something that's double take worthy. Of course, when it comes to hooks, you don't want to do clickbait and then not deliver. So make sure whatever hook you use, you actually deliver on at the end of the carousel. The next 3 to 7 slides are where you're building interest. So this is where you're really building anticipation, you're telling a story, you're driving in the problem that you're talking about. This is really your chance to really capture them here and really tell a very clear story, paint your point very vividly so that they have to keep scrolling to get the answer at the end. Slides 8 through 9 are for the desire. So this is where you actually give them the solution to the problem that you've really honed in on in the first slides. You're giving them a solution, you're giving them things that they could actually apply. These slides could actually be standalones on their own, something that people could share to their story. So this is where you're giving like the tips or the things that they're actually looking for. You want this to be insanely valuable where they could, like I said, stand alone on their own, or they would want to be shared to somebody's story or somebody's feed. These also alleviate whatever pain point that you've painted in this carousel so far. You've really built up saying like, this is your problem. If you don't fix this problem, this is going to happen. And then finally 8 through 9, this is how you actually solve the problem. And then finally, the last slide is the action. So now that you've told them their problem, how to solve it, now you want to tell them what to do next. And you want to have a clear, concise call to action. So what do you want them to do? Do you want them to share this post? Do you want them to comment? Do you want them to like? Do you want them to go to your link and sign up for some program that you've got going on? Make sure that you're directing them what to do next, since you've proven that you know what you're talking about, you know that the pain points that they have and how to solve them. And make sure whatever the action is, you actually follow it up. So if you ask them, comment below below, make sure you actually comment back. So that's basically how we build a carousel. I do have a little special secret to share with you with what we've been doing with our carousels. We've been combining reels with carousels. So if you've seen a lot of our content, we like to do a lot of comedy, a lot of TikToks that are more funny, more, entertaining. Well, what we've been doing is we've been combining those into our carousels. We'll take any of our short form videos and we'll incorporate them into the carousel. Usually within the first 3 slides, we'll do like one on the first slide and then another one on the third slide, because this is like super innovative and creative and a way for you to really entertain your audience and hit both points of people who like to consume video and like to read. It just mixes it up. It makes the carousel more inspiring and more engaging. People are going to want to watch it, and it'll be more entertaining and not so dry where they have to read. Plus, it's a little bit of surprise, and it keeps people scrolling. And it really allows you to combine the best 2 ways of engagement in a carousel and a short form video to really make your reels super valuable and rewatch worthy. And that's everything on carousels. That's our exact strategy, how we've been creating them for over 2 years now. And they're just an amazing tool for you to add a ton of value to your audience, show that you actually know what you're talking about, and then adding any kind of short form video in there just ups the entertainment factor and the value of them. So I challenge you to start creating some carousels and really incorporating them into your strategy, because they're just such a great way for you to really boost your engagement. If you have any other questions about carousels or anything on Instagram in particular, feel free to comment below. We're so happy to help. And we'll see you next time for the next Instagram video. Bye, friends.